What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continue our journey of Dad's Army with the crew. You know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, snacks is not included. Damn it, you gotta bring your own. But we're so anxious to see what adventures Mannering and crew get into this week, man. It's been one of my highlights, and we're watching a lot of great shows. Let's not get it twisted, but this is another highlight for me. Getting to sit down and go watch another episode of Dad's Army. It's become a show that in a small amount of time, not only have I just fall in love with the story, fall in love with the characters as far as their antics and stuff. It provides me a lot of joy. So it's a joy for me. Hopefully it's a joy for you all. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Let's go check this out. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
Off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Well, Mr. Mannering, I'm afraid it looks as if you've been left holding the baby.
Yes, it does indeed. Do you mind if I set this Lewis gun up while we talk, do you?
No, not at all.
No. It's my first job every morning. In case of a sudden attack, you know.
Oh, right. Now, to return to the problem of the late Mr. Johnson. As you know, he had...
Excuse me a moment. Just excuse me a moment. Pike.
Sir?
Tell Carter Pattersons to move their van, will you? The horse is blocking our line of fire. Sorry about that, Mr.
The problem of the late Mr. Johnson. As you know, he had no relatives.
No. Wilson. This is my chief clerk, Mr. Wilson. He's dealing with Mr. Johnson's affairs.
Yes. Now, the point is this. When Mr. Johnson died, the only possessions he had in the world were the clothes that he stood up in and his boat, the Naughty Jane.
Right.
It will have to be sold, of course, but that may not be easy. After all, not many people want to buy a boat in wartime.
Yes, quite. And there's another little problem as well, you see. Unfortunately, his account was overdrawn. Wait a minute. There it is, to the extent of £33.12 and 6.
Yes, well, in that case, of course, the boat becomes the property of the bank and can be sold to offset this overdraft.
Yes, quite. Well, perhaps you could put an advertisement in the local paper and just simply say that this boat is for sale.
Yes, do that, will you, Wilson?
Right, sir.
Well, I'll be off now, Mr. Mannering. I'll leave you my account just in case you do manage to sell the boat and there's any money over when you've paid off the overdraft.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
See you. Good day to you.
Good day.
See you.
Well, you'll want that, won't you, Wilson?
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
Killers of the rowing boat. 15 feet long, 5-foot beam, 4 oars, seaworthy condition, blah, blah.
Yes, well, that's not going to be very much good, is it? I mean, we can't go rowing about in the sea in wartime.
It isn't actually on the sea. It's about a mile upstream on the river.
Oh.
Anybody can go and look at it if they want to. Now, look here, I think we'd better get down to this bit. Wait a minute. I've had an idea.
Now, be careful, sir. Please, be careful.
River patrols. That's it, Wilson. River patrols. Half a dozen determined men, armed to the teeth with a boat. They could play havoc with the Nazis if they got a foothold. What? You see it? Swift, silent patrols, hitting the enemy where it hurts most, then disappearing into the night, quietly without a sound, silently, cutting through the water. Muffled oars, of course.
Drive by, baby.
Muffled
Sail
oars.
by.
Oh, yes. That's how General Wolfe captured Quebec, you know.
Oh, really?
He rowed up the St. Lawrence with muffled oars. Taught those froggies a thing or two.
Yes, what exactly are muffled oars?
Well, we could ask somebody about that.
Oh, yes, sir. We're on duty 5 nights a week from the Novelty Rock Emporium to Godfrey's Cottage, the railway bridge, the gasworks, the telephone exchange, mobile patrols in Jones's van. I mean, really, isn't it? I mean, it's too much.
Do I detect a slight lack of enthusiasm in your...
Just have some rest, sir.
I realise that. I don't want to try the thing out. Now, look here, today's Friday. The next parade's on Sunday morning, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try this boat out immediately after tea this afternoon.
Right, sir.
I shall want 6 volunteers. Detail Pike, Desmond, Fraser, Jones, Walker, and Godfrey. Get a message to them today.
All right, sir.
Right.
Do that.
Oh, boy.
Well, thank you very much indeed, gentlemen, for coming at such short notice. And I'd also like to propose a vote of thanks to Sergeant Wilson here for mocking up this very good boat for us. Very good, Sergeant. Shows great imagination.
Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, my nanny taught me how to do that years ago when I was in nursery.
Did she?
Little shit. That's what he's thinking.
Well, now, I want to work out some sort of drill, you see, with this mock-up, so that we know exactly what we're doing when we get on the river with the actual boat. After all, there may be people watching. We don't want to make fools of ourselves in public, do we?
No, we don't want to, but with him in charge, what choice have we got?
You may or may not believe this, gentlemen, but this time yesterday, I knew absolutely nothing at all about boats. I was a nautical virgin, as you might say.
Pop this cherry.
So I knew there's only one person who could possibly give me any help. Miss Beckwith. So I went round to her, told her all about it, and she gave me a little handbook called How to Handle Your Oars, which I understand is issued to the Sea Scouts. And now I think I can safely say that I've at least mastered the basic points of boatmanship. And I'm sure if I go wrong, Fraser will be only too glad to put me right.
Aye, I will that.
Yes. Well,
I got well excited. I was playing bowls.
Oh, that's a good omen. So was Drake.
What they're doing?
Yes, they're sitting in a boat. Just take your place, will you? Forward.
Forward.
What do you say?
The word is forward.
Oh, yes, forward. Forward, of course, yes. Let's get these things right. Now, Fraser will be steering, so he will be the coxswain.
Coxswain.
The coxswain, yes. And I shall sit next to him here.
Aft.
On the aft. Oh. And, of course, I shall be in overall charge. Now, come on, move your legs, boy. Right, now the oars. Pass round the oars, Pike.
Mr. Speak, sir. I'd like to volunteer to be in charge of the oars, please, sir.
I'll just detail Pike to do that.
Yes, sir, but I was a bit disappointed. I thought you were going to let me be the coxswain, sir.
Right, here's your cog.
Right, thank you very much, sir. I can bring the oars up now. Here are, boys. Here's the oars. Right, here we are. Here's the oars.
All right.
I want you to hold the oars vertically, do you see, with the blades in the air. That's it. Not quite so high, Pike. Down, but bring it down, boy. That's right. Balance it on your thwart. Now, when I give the order ship oars, I want you to lower them down into the
Rowlocks.
Ah, yes. Lower them down into the rowlocks. Go on, now do it. Go on. Put them down. Now, basically, we'll give you the command, catch. And upon that, you sink the blades into the water. On the command, pull, you pull. When he says up, you up.
Yeah.
And when he says feather, you... Well, let's just try that, shall we?
Blaze back, boys. Now, catch, pull, up, feather, catch, pull, up, feather, catch, pull.
Hold it a moment. Just, Corporal Jones. You're not keeping up with the others.
He may not be keeping up with the others, but here I've given the floor a good clean.
Well done, man.
Now, when I want to hold the boat quite still, I give the command, hold water. You got that? Hold water.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Uh-oh.
If there was any rowing, I could do a little if it was needed.
Oh. Thank you, Godfrey. I think we'll carry on as we are at the moment, thank you. Right, come on, let's have another go at this.
Catch, pull, up, catch, pull, up, feather, catch, pull, up, feather.
All right.
Catch, pull, up, feather, catch, pull, up, feather.
Excellent, men.
Catch, pull, up, feather.
Good idea of mine, Fraser, to have a practice beforehand.
It was indeed, sir.
Quite a few people watching us from the bank, Wilson. I think we're making a good impression.
Oh, yes, sir, yes. Awfully good, sir.
Keep it up, son, keep it up.
Yes, come on, Pike, keep it up. That's throwing the whole stroke out.
Can't help it, Mr. Mannering. I feel sick.
Calm as a mill pond.
Still feel sick.
Jesus, bro.
Hold water. This is no time to be feeling sick. Showing us up in front of the public.
Can't help it, Mr. Mannering.
You'd better get down to the bottom of the boat. Don't want anybody to see us. There's only one thing for it. I shall have to take your place. Do you think that's wise? Now, here's an excellent opportunity for you to observe the correct procedure for walking about on a boat.
I'm learning, guys. Okay, well done.
Catch! Pull! Up!
Fucking Mandarin.
Feather! Catch! Pull!
Captain Mandarin,
Feather!
permission to stop catching up and pulling and feathering, sir. It's getting a bit foggy, you know, sir.
Nonsense. Only a bit of sea mist. Believe me, I know this stretch of water like the back of my hand.
Sure.
We're just going to row down to the mouth of the river and then turn back.
You know, sir, it's getting awfully thick, you know. I mean, I can hardly see to read.
Got a nudie mag.
Blimey, and half coming up, sir.
Oh, all right. Turn the boat round, Fraser. Right.
You! Stop rowing. You two only. Catch! Pull! Up! Feather! Catch! Pull! Up! Feather! Catch! Pull! All together! Up! Feather! Catch! Pull! I've got it.
You sure you've turned this boat round?
Of course I've turned it round.
Can you see the bank, Wilson?
I can't even see you.
You better come up here and relieve me so that I can concentrate on the navigation.
All right, sir. Let's go.
Pike, Pike, get in the bottom of the boat.
Go on, get in the boat.
Don't.
Come on, boy.
Oh, hang on. All right, be here in a minute.
Poor Pike.
It's all right, Frank. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't know you were there.
Right, I'll take over the steering now.
But you don't know anything about it, Rutger.
Let me be the best judge of that.
Do you think that's wise?
When I want your opinions, I'll ask for them. Right, now all pull together. Come. Pull! Pull! Put your back into it, Wilson. Come on.
My best.
Have it dark very soon. Won't be able to see anything at all.
Not exactly crystal clear at the moment.
That'll do. Right. Pull!
Funny.
Pull! Right, rest on your oars, men.
Shit look crazy, man.
Well, thank goodness this mist is lifted. Should be well upstream by now. Can you see the bank, Fraser?
I'm having nothing to do with this. I'll wash my hands of the whole affair.
You don't need to sulk about it.
Arthur,
What is it, Frank? What?
I don't know, I feel awful. Can I have a glass of water?
Oh, don't be absurd. I haven't got a glass of water.
Here, hang on, son. I'll get you a drop of water. Hang on. Here we go.
Oh, no, Joe. Mum won't let me drink river water. It's full of germs.
Here, listen. Do you want a drink or don't you? There you go.
Right.
I can't drink that. It's all salty.
What? Salt? Salt? Hang on. Blimey, it is. It's salt.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
If it's salt, we're at sea.
We're at sea!
Oh my God. Fucking
You were
Jones.
supposed to be a sailor, Fraser.
And
Nice
you-
mess you've got us into, haven't you?
And you should have took over the steering, you remember?
All right, that'll do. Now be quiet, everybody, while I think of what to do.
Permission to speak, sir.
Yes.
Why don't we all shout help?
Yes, that might not be a bad idea.
Perhaps you want to make ahoy, sir. You see, it sounds a little bit more urgent.
Yes, perfectly right. All right, we'll all shout together then. Here we go.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Ahoy!
Ahoy! I don't think anyone heard us, sir.
Look here, sir. If we could find the north and then row towards it, at least it would take us back to the shore.
Yes. Yes, that's good thinking. Where's the north, Fraser?
Why ask me? You're the one that knows it all. Take another look at the back of your hand.
Fraser, I think I'm being extremely childish about this. Now, Anybody got any suggestions as to how we find the north?
Moss grows on the north sides of trees, if that helps.
It doesn't, Godfrey.
So if you point the hour hand of your watch towards the sun and halve that between 12 o'clock, that points towards the south.
Happens to be dark, Corporal.
Perhaps I might point it towards the moon.
No. Different thing altogether.
No, you've got to have the sun. We used to find our way by that in the Sudan, you know. Got a lot of sun out there. Except at night, of course, we didn't get a lot of sun that night.
Well, perhaps we can find the North Star. I mean, that might be a help.
Oh, you need the Great Bear for that. That's the Great Bear. That's a group of stars that is made like a milk saucepan, like in that shape. And then opposite the handle, see that all the stars, they point towards the north. So if it was a real milk saucepan, that'd be the part where you pour the milk out.
Hence the expression, the Milky Way.
Walker. I've rebuked you many times in the past, passing stupid remarks. I'm very glad to see that the gravity of this situation has not killed your lively sense of Cockney humour. Chaps like you are the backbone of England.
Yeah, well, I was only trying to keep people cheerful, wasn't I?
Nicely. Very comforting to know that in a crisis like this, we're all sticking together so well.
Got Mannering. I'd like to apologise. What you just said made me realise I've been behaved very badly.
Thank you, Fraser. Now perhaps you'll tell us where the north is.
Can't.
Why not?
Because I don't bloody well know. You think I was sitting in this boat with you gang a stupid Sardonicus if I knew the way?
What about the stars?
Ah, it's not too much cloud.
Commissioner speaks, sir. If you get a piece of cotton with a needle on the end and you hang it on top of your palm of your hand, that will swing towards the north.
You silly old duffer, that's for pregnant women. So whether they're going to have a boy or a girl?
Oh,
yes,
shit.
good for that and all.
Oh, man. It's got multiple uses. Yo, man, Walker's, man.
Uncle Arthur,
What is this?
I read a story in Hotspur once about a group of men who were adrift for days and days in an open boat.
Oh.
In the end, they got so angry they had to eat one of them. They had to draw lots to find out which one.
Ay.
Who lost?
The captain.
You stupid boy.
Mannering fucked.
I don't think I'd like to eat Mr. Mannering, Uncle Arthur. I know him too well.
Oh, don't be upset.
Jesus, like,
Silly Frank.
scaring me.
Uncle Arthur,
What is it?
do you think I'll go blind?
What are you talking about?
Well, they say if you do it, you'll go blind.
Do what?
Drink seawater.
Oh, shit.
You don't go blind drinking seawater. You just go mad instead.
Do you think I'll go mad?
Oh, don't be silly. Don't be silly.
You're there already, bud.
Well, the ancient mariner did.
Yes, well, he drank rather more than you did.
What sort of time is it, Wilson?
I'll just sit up a bit. It's rather difficult down here. It's 5 o'clock.
Is it? Yeah. All right. Pay attention, men.
Oh,
It'll be light soon.
Steady.
We're to be spotted by a boat.
Yeah. What happens if we're not spotted?
We're only in the English Channel, you know, Walker. There are plenty of boats about.
I suppose it's a German boat, sir.
Not any of that sort of talk here, Wilson. There are no German boats in the English Channel.
English.
Commissioner speaks, sir. I can hear voices that are not us from over there. Here they are again, sir.
By Jove, you're right. Oh, we can't be too far from the shore after all. Look, Let's all shout together. Ahoy.
Excuse me, do you think that's wise?
Please, Wilson.
But it just occurred to me, sir, that if we started to shout now, you know, they might mistake us for being Germans, you see, and they might shoot at us.
Yes, that's good thinking, Sergeant. Now, I tell you what we'll do. We'll row in very, very quietly, and when we get well inshore, we'll all shout together so that they'll know we're British.
Mr. Speak, sir. Yes? Why don't we muffle our rollicks so they won't be able to hear them clanking?
Good idea, Joseph. Did you find out about all that, sir?
Well, how you do that shit?
Why don't we use our forage caps? That should do the trick.
There you are, sir. There it is. That's how it's done.
All right. Take your places. Well done, men. We made it. Now listen. When I say go, I want us all to shout together as loud as we can. Ahoy there! We're British. We got it?
Sir.
Yeah, right, stand by.
I don't think we're in England.
We must have drifted across the channel.
Don't you think perhaps you ought to surrender? After all, we are armed and in uniform. I don't think the Germans are going to like this very much.
I've got to pretend that I never heard that remark.
It's just the only sensible thing to do. I mean, we can't possibly take on the entire German army.
Yes, sir. Can't we shove off again now? Then we'll get back without being seen.
No, that's no good, Walker. It'll be light again soon. We'll be spotted at once out on the open water, be caught like rats in a trap. There's only one thing to do. We must creep ashore and hide until it's dark again. And start taking off your boots. Keep as close into the wall as you can.
Captain Henry, sir.
What is it, Coffin?
Do you think I might be excused? Awful long time in that boat, sir.
You should have taken advantage of it, shouldn't you?
Oh, shit.
Stop. They'll spot us if we stay here much longer, sir. My feet are killing me.
Look, there's a railway siding over there. We'll go and hide in one of the trucks. Come on, quick as you can. Right, men. Get into one of these trucks.
Give us a light, mate.
Oh, sure.
Tom. Blimey, listen to that racket. Been going on all night. Some party, eh?
They certainly know how to celebrate, those French-Canadian pilots.
What's it in aid of them?
Well, their squadron shot down its 50th Nazi plane.
Oh.
So they've hired the room over the pub for the night.
It's a wonder nobody's complained.
Well, who's going to complain after what they've done?
Oh, you're right there, mate. Well, good luck to them.
Come on, son. Here you go.
Right. Everybody here?
Yes, 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 yes.
Shut the door. Right. Stop putting your boots on.
And what you going to do next? That's the trouble.
We're going to hide up here until it gets dark again, and then we're going to go and try and find the boat.
Hey, hang on. It's only just turned light. That means we're going to be here for the whole day.
That's right.
We shall starve, Mr. Manry.
No, we shan't. Won't do any harm at all to go without food for an hour or two. You eat too much as it is.
Damn.
All right, now settle down best you can. Let's get what rest we can.
The last time I saw Paris,
What a night.
warm and gay, I heard the laughter.
All right. Oh, man, that is great.
Mr. Manrin,
There. What is it?
permission to worry you, sir.
What is it called?
It's going diddly-dum, diddly-dum, diddly-dum. It's saying it's moving, it's moving. What? Yes. Look.
Good heavens. We're in the heart of the country. I can see treetops. Good heavens. You must be in the middle of France. Don't panic! We're in France! In the middle of France! In the middle of France! Be quiet, Don't do that. Now, Sir Wilson. Yes, sir? Better immobilize our weapons at once. We don't want them to fall into enemy hands. Walker, open that door just a few inches. Right. Now take all your bolts out of your rifles. And then shot. Throw them out through the door. One. Take the butterfly spring out of that and lose it. Sir.
We're going to have to surrender after all, sir.
Surrender? Of course we don't. What we're going to do is drop off one by one and make our way back to the coast.
Oh, I see. Hey, wait, maybe we can't do that, sir. I mean, in these uniforms, they'd spot us in a minute.
No, they wouldn't. Start taking your blouses off.
Eh?
We've all got civilian shirts on underneath. You just roll up your tunics, tuck them under your shirts.
Do you think that's wise?
Oh, just get on with it, Wilson.
We should get shot as spies, sir.
Oh, no, you won't. Keep your forage caps in your pockets. If the worst comes to the worst, put them on and put the tunics back on. Leave you me, they won't be able to touch you.
Oh, Mr. Manring, you're our inspiration, sir. What would we do without you?
Wouldn't we? Wouldn't have been this bloody awful mess to stop.
Line up, come along.
He ain't wrong, bro.
Line up along here. Well, men, we're in a very tricky spot. But the situation isn't hopeless. Now, what we're going to do is this. Every time the train stops, we're going to drop off, one by one, make our way back to the coast. From then on, it's up to every man to get across the channel the best way he can. Just before we part, I want to say thank you to you all and wish you good luck. Desmond. Chin up, chin up.
Don't be scared, man.
Bye, Walker.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, Fraser.
Cheery bye, sir.
Don't worry, Godfrey. You stick with me. I'll get you home.
Bye, Mr. Manring, sir.
Bye, Corporal.
Jesus, man.
Well, Wilson, this is it.
All right, sir, that's all right. There's no need to overdo it.
Right, the train stop. Corporal, you're the first.
Right, sir, right,
Walker,
sir.
open that door. Hang on.
Oh, wait a minute, sir. You're still wearing your hat.
Hang on, it's a bit stiff.
Right. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it. We've stopped at the station.
I do hope that man didn't see us.
Of course he saw us. Don't be absurd. To try and bluff our way out of it. What's the French for what is this station?
Qu'est-ce que c'est la gare? Qu'est-ce que c'est la gare? C'est la gare.
Bonjour, monsieur. Qu'est-ce que c'est la gare?
Eh?
Qu'est-ce que c'est la gare?
Oh, La Gare Eastbourne, actually. Why are you speaking French?
Because we're British.
Let's go, boys.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the 12:30 to Warmington on Sea.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, sir. In that case, we can wait with him and all go back to time for lunch.
We're not getting on any train, Wilson. We're going back along that track to pick up those rifle bolts.
Oh.
Start getting dressed.
All this shit for nothing. It's gonna be a nightmare to find all that shit, right, guys? Yo, why are you speaking French? Because we're British. Oh, the man. We got to talk about it. Some great lines. You think it's wise, sir, man. I love when Wilson be saying that shit. Hold on a second. Thank you if you made it this far. Goofy, wacky, crazy, chaotic, Mandarin getting them into another sticky situation. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Now, be careful. Be careful. Don't. Oh, God. Wilson had me dying on this episode, man. We love how he's always undermining my man Mannering and stuff like that. And we can say wholeheartedly, man, that when Mannering has an idea, it is a recipe for disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think this is why, sir? We love how Wilson's always saying that line to him constantly. Anytime. Mannering, you have some of the shittiest ideas, man. He went from I'm on a boat, bitch, now. He got the little rowboat, teaching these guys how to row. That scene was hilarious there. Jonesy, obviously, permission to get the oars, sir. This guy's always, first up to command. Definitely wants to volunteer. We always love that about him. One of the most gangster characters that we got there. We love that Mannering was telling my man, Godfrey, excuse me, brain fart for a second there. A lot of names, guys, so forgive me. Godfrey, he was like, don't worry, Godfrey, I'll get you safe home. But you know what? Thinking about it, honestly, if it was a situation where these guys are lost, I would think that Godfrey would help out more than Mr. Mannering, okay? But we will say with Mannering, for a guy that always has a lot of ideas, and when they get in these sticky scenarios and shit like that, when they're thinking they're in the English Channel, you got them talking about the stars and trying to find their way, right? I give him credit for a guy that's a leader. He is always open to listening to his troops. A lot of times, man, you could see, you see it in like movies and shit. Sometimes a commander is like so stubborn, they don't want to listen to anybody's, suggestions and shit. Like, I'm the commander here. So we do like that about Mannering, that he's always open to listen to some suggestions from the crew, especially always listening to Jonesy and shit. Him panicking when they realize they're not so much on a river and they're out and about, and he starts panicking on the boat and shit. It is crazy, man. Obviously, you can see the lines in the characters, the almost like the green screen that we use. I forget what it's called back in the day, but whatever. It's cool, you're painting the scenario. These guys are on a boat, but what the hell could go wrong with this crew, man? So we always love the wacky adventures they get into it. We love how Mannering is always confident when he's going to show his troops something. All right, guys, this is how you get out of the bus. Excuse me, you get out of the boat, man. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, man. And he's so confident that he just busts his ass and shit. Oh my freaking God, man! And then we also loved, they're rowing a little bit closer to shore, and they're about to say, "Oi, let them know that we're Brits and shit." And then they start hearing all the stuff going on in the background and shit. And then they're like, maybe not the smartest idea to do this shit. So crazy, wacky adventures. The lines was crazy. Walker, man, his clever responses time in and time out is just something to really live for, man. He has some of the best lines a lot of times too. And it just with his remarks and how quick he says some shit. But he is that guy that kind of you would like to have around, because like, man, if you're in a sticky situation where you could easily don't panic, and he's always kind of chill, he lets off that kind of joke, he would calm me down, like, you know what I mean, he put me at ease, in a scenario out there, because it is scary. These guys are lost, they don't know what's going on. You got poor Pike, dehydrated, feeling seasick, man. And, you got Walker telling him to drink that seawater, and now he's worried he's going to get blind and shit. I do like when Pike's like, Uncle Arthur. He says it in like a father-son kind of, relationship, right? Where there's the innocence. He obviously looks to him for guidance. He has his arm around him. Like father-son bond. So we love their relationship. He's like, what is it? And, Wilson's like, what is it? What is it, Pike? You know what I'm saying? But I like the way he says, Uncle Arthur, and then, he comes to him for guidance. So a lot of strengths on this show. Man, these guys are out in the sea, right? And I love them. You got Godfrey coming up. you know he got to take a piss, man. He's holding that shit. You can just say he's going to say that shit to Mannering, and Mannering's like, why don't you take a better opportunity to go do that shit? Well, you definitely ought to see her. You could have just, strung it all out there. So, Godfrey, amazing. Them throwing out the shit, the springs or whatever for the guns and stuff. Definitely you saw that, because again, they're thinking that they're in a dangerous scenario there, but they'll have to hopefully they'll find it. Definitely enjoying the show, man. What's not to love about this show? Wonderful story, wonderful characters, the adventures. It just makes me laugh. The dialogue, the camaraderie that's going on there. When the going gets tough, man. You saw Frasier, man. Frasier had me dying too and shit. So he finally apologized when I'm thinking big of him, like, damn, man. So he's apologizing. That is big. A lot of people don't apologize, or they don't say sorry when, they're wrong or they feel wrong. And, Mannering's like, so will you finally tell us where Norbit's, I would if I could, but I don't fucking know, in so many words, I don't fucking know, guys. I've lost this shit, man. Then you got this guy talking about pregnancy, determine the sex of, boy, girl, and shit like that. You got multitasking at its finest there. We love how Jonesy always coming up with some ideas. Some shit happens in the Sudan, daytime this, but it was mostly night at some point. You know what I mean? He just cracks me the hell up, man. So we living for the show. I gotta say, with the quality of shows that we have been watching, as time goes on, man, it's just, IT Crowd, we got this show, Men Behaving Badly, even People Just Do Nothing, man. I'm just loving the shows, man. So what an incredible journey it's been so far. It's just been a blast watching these guys, getting to know these guys, and fall in love with a lot of the lingo that's been said, week to week, a lot of common lines going on there. Wilson cracks me up a lot on his undermining a lot, questioning this guy so many damn times and shit. It doesn't, it's crazy because with something that happens so often, you don't get tired of it. So we look forward to seeing more, what more adventures to get on to, man. It is absolutely amazing. And for those of you guys, ladies and gent, who have been hanging out, kicking it with me, massively appreciated. I appreciate you just watching number one. Those who go that extra mile, that little like, that comment, goes a long way. It just shows me you're enjoying the content. It's absolutely free to do, just like subscribing to the channel is. I want to say shout out to the patrons as well. Thank you for your extra support. Goes a long way. As if you're curious for all those stuff, those are always in the description section, just to let you guys know. And thanks for kicking it. Have a wonderful weekend. Excited because tomorrow is the IT Crowd, so we got a lot more adventures to go. And with that being said, real quick too, there's going to be more adventures and stuff like that. So if we haven't got to your show yet, time is only a matter of time. We got a lot of show suggestions. There's no right pathway for me. I just go with my gut, and I just pick something out. So thank you for accompanying me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the IT Crowd if you decide to check that out tomorrow. So see you soon. Peace.